Now you want to start with a base of 2 cups of white flour. Some people like to try and say I should use whole wheat in my recipes since it's healthier, but I just don't like the color it turns out. Next, add a cup of sweet sugar for sweet freedom. This will really do most the work for setting the flavor of your American. I always tell people they should only use white sugar because it turns out better than when you use brown sugar, but honestly even I can't taste the difference between the two most the time. For the rest of the dry ingredients, we'll need 2 teaspoons of baking powder and a whole tablespoon of salt. Trust me on this. I know it seems like a lot of salt, but this amount really helps your American turn out with the right attitude about the state this country is in nowadays. Now some people like to add in some spices at this point, maybe a little cinnamon or ginger, but you don't want any other flavors to affect the taste of sweet freedom in your American. If you really insist on adding some spices, I would recommend cutting back on your level of freedom, I mean sugar, so that the flavor balances out better. Now take a medium-sized melting pot and add in 1/3 cup of good old butter, 2/3 cup of clean water, available in most cities, and 2 tablespoons of coconut oil you got due to foreign trade. Mix and melt until all your ingredients assimilate into the same white mixture. Whisk together your wet and dry ingredients so people can no longer tell your American is made up of multiple backgrounds and cultures until you get a uniformly beige mixture. Make sure to grease your mold before adding the batter so that your Americans pop out easily and don't gain any visible signs of damage or defects. Set your oven to 305 degrees. If you're making this recipe outside America, be sure to adjust the temperature to 680 degrees so your Americans keep a rich flavor. Now, we wait for them to cook. I like to take this 30 to 40 minutes to really reflect on what I hope for my Americans' future, and what lies in their past. We remain a house divided upon itself. Brother fights brother over the views of people they only know of. Families tear themselves apart over love, and people lose their natural-born rights because they're not a natural-born citizen. It's all turned into a great free fall of ripping each other apart, and criticizing people who are different because we are scared of the fact we don't understand. In a closed system, we cannot grow, and it's all just so. Oh, they're done. Your Americans are ready when they're no more than light golden color. Any darker any people will still need to thoroughly inspect your American before it enters anywhere secure, like an airport. If you decide you don't want your Americans after they're done, feel free to just toss them aside so you don't have to take responsibility. Now not everyone has time to make an American from scratch, so here's a quick shortcut. Take 1 box of pre-mixed notions and stereotypes. Add a 2 units media bias, so that it sticks together. And add 1 cup of social pressure to remain in popular opinion, so that meshes together. Mix together and bake at a slowly but surely rising temperature until lightly golden.